Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
I don't really know where to begin except we are here at new #1 Chinese restaurant on New London Road in Newark, Delaware. And sitting in between Jay and I is my dear friend Zeek.
New #1 piano player. You know what I'm saying?
So you probably have seen the sneak preview to this video. And I know everybody has questions, so do we. So we're gonna start with, who is Zeek? Where are you from? And then we'll go into our story. Zeek!
Hey, what's good, fam? My name is Zeek. I am originally from Slower Lower, not Dover.
I'm glad he said it, we
My
didn't
wife's
have
from
to.
Slow Low. Don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you good. Some of the smartest people from down there. That's all right.
Not Dover, but Millsboro. But about 5 years ago, I moved up here near I'll say around like Newcastle area. Since then, I've been trying to do what I can as far as music. I've been working with artists. With their music and also putting out my own as well. So that's how
He's being modest. So I don't know all the people he's worked with. I don't even know your band's name at the moment, even though we're gonna see him this Friday. But he is a very talented musician as well as a producer. And yes, he is working on my music, but you've worked on other people's music, some names that a lot of Delaware people should know, and then some people over in LA. Can you please dig into that?
Right, yeah, sure. So I'm currently working with a talented artist named Najee Nicole. I've worked with some people like Ivory Crew over in LA. He's really based out of Maryland, but he's from Maryland. I'm sorry, but he's based out of LA. His name is Raheem Miles. I've worked with other producers such as Charlie Heat, if people know him from Philly, and it's a lot of other names, but yeah, I've been active in the music space here in Delaware.
Your band's name?
My band's name is Jukebox. We do have a show this Friday, May 3rd, 8:30. Please come out.
Where?
So it is going to be in Wilmington at the 9th Mile Gallery.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to jump in and say this. #1, I think I took some photos of you before. Were you playing with Darnell a couple of years ago? I know I got photos of you. Was it the Queen? And I forget, because you said this is the guy Zeek, and I'm trying to remember exactly where you were playing, but it was either a Darnell or a hip-hop event?
And he was at the block party for CCAC last year.
I called him at the Queen. So that was the first time I saw you playing. I forget the exact event, but I was like, okay, real player.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say this, and you might not be ready for this, but like,
Okay.
so I heard the song that he helped to produce, okay? That's for Naj. And like, sincerely, it was really, really well done. So, we'll learn more about him now, but like, the production, talent is sincere.
Yes.
So yeah, really good
But
stuff.
he's booked and busy right now, so don't call him.
Do not let this woman take away your business. Do not let her fumble your bag. So reach out to him.
Okay, so the pressing questions that we are all here for. We're at a Chinese restaurant. So there are two facts that I would like to point out before we get into the story. #1, black folk like Chinese food. #2, black folk like good music. So in a sense, this makes sense.
But it don't.
But it don't. So tell us where this started and why.
Man, yeah. So in my free time, because
Hold on, let me fix your mic.
Oh, sure.
Oh, there you go.
Good. All right. So in my free time, since I'm booked and busy, I'll try to DoorDash, and I got a request one time to come here, and I walked in and I seen this piano, and I was like, I've never seen a piano in a takeout spot. I picked up my food and I just walked out because I was like, I don't like to jump on people's keys and like that. Like maybe it was just here just to show off the actual store and not to be played.
Yeah.
But I kept coming back here and I was like, man, I gotta play it at least once. So I walked up to the store owner to pick up the DoorDash, and she told me that it was going to be about 10 minutes. So I was like, all right, maybe this is my chance.
Right.
So
The fact that it was itching, like
Right.
you were itching to play it, really.
I'm a
is-
musician, so I'm like,
Right,
I
right.
just gotta touch it real quick.
Right.
So I came and I played on it, and I noticed that it was heavily out of tune, but it wasn't out of tune in a way where it wasn't playable.
Okay.
It was actually out of tune in a way that was kind of inviting.
Oh.
Has some character to
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Got you. Mhm.
So I just played it. I got my food, and then I left. I met a videographer because I actually posted that on my IG story. I think sometime last year.
Okay.
And a videographer by the name of Brandon. He goes by, he used to go by Third Eye Visions. He changed his name.
Oh
now.
yeah. Okay.
But we actually shot a video here, and he was like, "Yo, like, why don't you just come in here and just film yourself playing the piano and just film some content?" At the time, I wasn't really like on like the content thing, so
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. But I was like, oh, I have TikTok on my phone.
Yeah.
Let me just try it out.
Yeah.
And January 20th, I
He know the date.
posted my first. Yeah, I do. I posted my first video, and I did like a money long cover or something like that.
Okay.
And then I was like, all right, let me see if I can like post almost every day. So fast forward to now. Well, on January 20th, I had 220 followers on TikTok. Now I'm at 25,400.
It's so wild and random and great.
I love it.
Like, I have so many comments about that in itself. But like, so when you first started, like, well, just generally over the course of that year, like, what kind of stuff do you play when you sit down? Like,
January
how do you
20th
approach
this
it?
year or last year?
This year.
That's wild.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So over the course of 4 months, basically.
Yeah.
3 months, really. So when you sit down here, like, what do you play? Like, what kind of stuff do you play? Just whatever's on your heart, or what? You know, how do you approach it?
Well, pretty much whatever I want to play, but usually it's like R&B. It's maybe some old school funk or pop. So I'll say like some Kendrick Lamar one day, might be some Andre 3000 the next day. I'll come here and play some Drake. Then
Okay.
I'll play. I think one of the things that went viral, I played a Janae Aiko song,
Sure.
and
My gosh.
Roy Ayers is one of the other ones as well.
Absolutely. So that's a really wide span
Yeah.
of music. And quite frankly, I don't think I've ever heard anyone play a lot of the popular guys, like Drake on the piano. So I think I'll have to come down. So no, but when do you actually come here and play?
So I usually come during this time, so anywhere
Really?
between like 1 and 4, and now lately I will come around like 7 p.m. and like probably won't leave until the store closes.
Do you get more
What?
traffic at that time, from the 7 to 10?
Right.
Or, okay, yeah, that
Right.
makes sense. And is that why you started to do that? Because you're like, let me come at more of an hour when people might be just chilling at home?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that. But then also, I started to get busy during the day, so I just
Okay,
wanted to try
cool.
to come in during the night as well.
Yeah. Well, what night of the week?
Usually like Wednesday nights.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Okay. So I was talking to the owner, whose name is Fanny, and she said that when her daughter was 3 or 4, she asked for a piano. So she got her this. She's 14 now, and she's like, nah, it ain't for me.
That was me. That was literally me. Like, no, I had no interest.
Right. So she's like, it's just here. And she was so surprised that somebody wanted to play on it. So what was the first interaction with the owner, like when you started playing?
She told me that I played very well.
Okay.
I did ask her if I could come in and play like at any time, because usually what I do if I am in like a bad mood or something like that, I'll just try to find some keys to play. And sometimes I don't want to be stuck in my room, so sometimes I'll come here.
Yeah.
And then we've been talking back and forth about songs that I play. She's actually shown me some songs
Okay.
that are popular where she's from, which is China.
Okay.
And I'm still learning those, but
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, slow down. So what are some songs that you'll play that are specific to China?
So there's a language barrier there, so
Right.
I can't really tell you exactly what the songs are, but
But how does does she play it for you and then be like,
Right.
oh, wow.
Right.
And so, okay, I don't want to go way off and like kind of alienate people,
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
fine.
so how much does the music that she sends you kind of fit into the normal way that we hear music in Western?
it's an exact fit. So,
Okay,
What?
okay.
it actually
cool.
shocked me because I'm like, well, what made her do that was the fact that I was playing R&B And
Yes.
one of her popular artists that she listened to over in China, they do R&B, and it's the
Okay.
exact same way.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't want there's like you had to make any weird like chord or scale changes, but it just fit right in. Okay.
She said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me put you
It
on.
sounds like more home than I thought it would. You know what I'm saying?
She put me
That's
on
what
for
She
it.
back there like this.
Yeah.
Taking that right. Okay, so we are currently here during working hours. So there have been customers coming in and out. They're cooking back there. So you're here playing, doing your thing, and then customers are coming in and out. What has that been like?
Yeah.
Some customers will stop and look. Some of them will want to join in.
Okay.
We did have a customer recently, like actually stop everything that he was doing. He asked me to play a song. I think it's called Sugar Pie Honey Bun.
Sugar pie,
Oh, yeah, the Motown.
honey bun.
Right. Oh, yeah,
right.
yeah. Mhm.
And I never played it on the piano before, but I remember hearing it in like every like Target or anything I walked in. So I'm like, okay, so let me try to play it. And he was so ecstatic. He got on his knees and was like, yo, we gotta sing this song right now.
I love
Let me
it.
get these lyrics out.
I love it. I love
Chinese
it.
store karaoke.
It's the most random but
Yeah.
cool thing, like, which is probably part of why you have so many followers on Instagram or TikTok and Instagram.
TikTok, me.
Okay, got you. Cool.
So, have you been on the lookout now whenever you go to different stores for a piano?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
And like, to that point, like, however you look at it, it's definitely a revolutionary way to approach not having venues. Like,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I say this a lot. I jokingly say like I'll play inside of a trash can if I have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, it's to me more evidence of if you are a real creative, you will
Yeah.
find a way to get your stuff out
Yeah,
there.
and I also,
yeah.
to that, if you're a real creative that uses your art as a release,
Mm.
because you said when you're not feeling the greatest, you come here and you'll stay till close. Child,
Yeah,
I ain't never
Yeah.
said I'm gonna stick beside them till they close.
Right.
I love that.
I mean, piano tuned, untuned, I don't care.
Yeah, you're the
Wow.
real deal then, that means.
So what are your friends saying? What are your people saying? What are the comments? Are they giving you requests?
Oh yeah, what? Man, listen. As a matter of fact, the most requested song I get right now is "Diced Pineapples" by Rick Ross.
That's
Oh.
hysterical. You want to give us a little bit of it real quick?
Yeah.
I mean,
I can.
listen,
I can.
since we
All right,
here.
all right. You pick up on the mic pretty well, actually.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let me
So
see.
listen up. Here's a little diced pineapples by Zeek. Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Cool. So then the next question for me
Oh,
is,
God.
as a relative music nerd, is like, when did you start playing, and what is your sort of training and background, whatever that is? Yeah.
So my mom played the piano a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She introduced me to an electric piano when I was about anywhere between 4 and 6.
Okay. Cool.
So at the time, I think she taught me how to play like a basic song. So it's like like basic triads, 4 chords.
Oh, so she's teaching you theory right from the beginning.
Right,
That's what's up.
right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
After that point, I kind of just picked up things on my own. I learned how to play by ear.
Yeah.
So funny enough, what I would do is I would look at 106 in Park,
Okay.
and I would try to like mimic songs that I would hear on there.
Okay.
Oh.
One of the main songs that I really tried to play was Usher, "You Remind Me."
Okay.
That was like my
Wow.
first song that I actually like, played all the way through.
Ursher strikes again.
But then also I learned music by me growing up in church.
Okay, see, every time,
There
every
we go.
single time.
It's the cheat code, man.
No, it is. Like, Yep, I'll leave it at that. Cool, cool.
So are we looking to do, because this is a nice amount of space. You know, I could see you getting some chairs to come up in here, or even standing room. Are there plans to do a show?
I would want to.
You should.
Out of respect of the owner, I would have to talk to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would definitely want to do a show
Okay.
at night. I mean, you free entry, you got food right here.
Right,
so
right.
And just come in. And just
That would be so
have a good
unique.
time.
That could be
Yeah.
so cool, and
Right.
they're open relatively late.
Yeah.
Talk about your band and the gig on Friday. Like, tell us all about that and what people should expect and all that. Yeah.
So what I do here is I play songs that people like.
Yeah.
Now it's just that with a bass player and a drummer at a live venue, you can have drinks there, and it is also in the style of an open mic. So,
Oh.
Cool.
so if we play a song and you are inspired to sing that song, you can actually get up and start singing the song with us.
Okay.
Or you can come to us and say, hey, do you know how to play so-and-so? We'll say yes.
Okay.
You can sing the song as well.
Oh.
Nice.
We also have artists coming from DC, Jersey, and they will also be performing as well.
Okay.
That's dope.
So a little three-piece sort of open mic, just instrumental, chill vibe kind of deal, right? Is that accurate?
Yes.
I mean, I just give a bunch of random words, but, but I think that's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
Cool.
So with the recent TikTok drama, in the event you can't be on TikTok, will you transition to YouTube Shorts, or will you go to strictly Instagram, Facebook? Do you have a plan?
Yeah, so definitely YouTube.
Okay.
Most of my content is sort of long form. So
Oh.
YouTube is the way that I'm going to go. I am actually working on transitioning all of my videos over to YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
How would you
yeah.
describe yourself, just your general sound? Like, what is your sound right now, at least?
My sound,
Yeah.
honestly, whatever feels good.
Okay. I mean, obviously the church
get
is in
that.
there, so gospel's in there, but do you consider it more jazz, more soul, or it's just Zeek? It's just Zeek.
It's just Zeek, man.
Okay.
I can't,
All
I
right.
mean,
No, I respect that. Trust me, I
Right.
completely get that.
I'll say this. I grab inspiration from anywhere. So it can be Kanye, it can be Ty Tribbett,
Okay.
it could be Queen, it could be any of them. So
Absolutely.
I just try to mesh all that into what I do.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. Yeah.
So something that I was thinking about when me and Zeek sat down to talk about my music, he is very objective about how he approaches music. Can you talk to the people about that experience? Because I know you have a lot of people who reach out to you about working with them.
So real quick, when you say objective,
Like when we had a conversation, you were very like, I hear this, but you're like this. So we need to
Oh,
bring
right.
those in together. Like what is that like for you?
So what I've noticed is when I listen to music, I study why certain music hits me so hard. Right? So a lot of the music that I like hits me so hard because I can actually feel what the artist is talking about.
Okay.
So when I work with artists on their music, I want them to be authentic, and then I will make sounds around them.
Oh.
So that way whoever's listening will understand the artist
Yeah.
more so than trying to be popular at the time.
I love that.
No, and that makes sense. You know what I mean? You're not trying to fit the person in the most popular box at the time. It's like,
Right.
who are you authentically? And this is the sounds that match you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, I totally get that. I love that.
How do you feel? So since you've moved up here, it's been 5 years ago. Since you moved up here, how do you feel about the music scene within Wilmington, and I guess where you've seen it from Lower Delaware all the way up?
So up here, it is a lot more active. I do like the sounds that I hear up here. I feel as though there's a lot of confidence barriers that I see up here as well. I think
Dig into it, yeah.
right. So I think when you go to Philly and you go to New York, people will have more hopes because there's more opportunity there. So what they'll do is they will suppress what they have here because they feel as though that they can't get to a top level.
Oh.
Whereas me, I am an example of, okay, you might not have all of the resources that you think that you don't have if you were to move to LA or New York. But I'm literally here in a Chinese restaurant
Whoa.
So
taking the interview because of what I've been posting on
yeah,
TikTok.
man.
Whoa.
We had a long discussion on our Monday show talking about the guy that Nas knows very well named Sabuza, who felt that he had to leave. And he probably, for what was best for him, he probably made the right decision for himself. But I'm loving to hear that you're saying what you're saying. Like, you know, whatever your goals are, if your goal is to perform in Paris for the next year, I support that. But I love the fact that you have kind of committed to making it work here, at least for now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Right.
And you're figuring it out. So I'm just, you know, I'm kind of giving you just flowers for doing that because it's that's I think a large part of what we want to do with our show. So
Yeah.
to see someone else kind of echoing that and just
Yeah.
making it happen, I respect that. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even like even where I'm from, it's actually worse because like we don't really have like a city area. Like we don't have places where we can book and we can at least get 10 people to actually show up. But what's funny is if you guys like how I play, there's a lot of other people where I'm from that play way better than me, but they just don't have that. They don't have the drive because they don't see it in front of them.
How do you think we can get that to change?
By having somebody like me doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
So you're
Do you-
basically the example.
I want to be that. I want to be that.
Do you encourage some of the people that you know who are at that level to come on up and,
Yeah.
and like join you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can so easily see, like, if you know some just ridiculous church drummer that you grew up with, like, yo, put your baby set here
Yeah.
and let's rock out. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't we just talk about this? Putting people on.
Yeah,
you know?
no, absolutely. Exactly. Like, if you know some killer singers in that church, which I'm sure you do,
Right. Come on down to my Chinese spot.
Hey, all you gotta do is pull up.
#1 new
Right.
gospel singer.
No, new #1 Chinese store introduces new #1.
In the new #1 state, Delaware, yeah, me. That's not how I actually talk. I just make up things. So,
Have you had anybody come in while you're playing and sing or perform?
Sugar Pie Honey Bunch.
Not
Right.
not necessarily perform, but they kind of joined along.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Like friends, singers.
people that I didn't know,
Wow.
they would just come in and just hear it, be like, "Oh, I know that song." They would just start singing.
I feel like that we kind of have to come down here.
We do.
and give him some love,
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Like how could you not? You
Right.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're going to sit here and say that. So mental note taken.
Right.
Cool. Yeah.
Where can everybody find you?
So I am on all social media as Juan Zeek. So that's JUANZEEK. Again, that's JUANZEEK. That's on all social media.
Okay. Well, I don't know about y'all.
I know what he's about to say. You ain't.
I'm about to go get me some fried rice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Did you want to say anything about your establishment?
Did you want to come
Or
talk?
we can even say it for you. If there's something you want us to say specifically about here. Okay. Okay. If you want to jump on the camera, you're welcome to.
I can hear it. I know what you guys talking about, but speak.
Oh, got you.
It's okay. That's totally fine.
Cool.
Well, she's on the other side of this camera, excited that we're here, and we're excited to be here. Make sure you guys come out to new #1 Chinese restaurant, 417 New London Road in Newark, Delaware, the Fairfield Shopping Center.
Yeah.
And listen, they got a liquor store right next door. Baby, let me tell you about a beer and some fried rice real quick and an egg roll. Don't play with it. And then you're gonna be here at 7 till close.
Yeah. And what's the lady's name who runs this place?
Fanny.
Thank you, Fanny, for letting
Thank
this man
you.
do his thing. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Thank you, Faye. Yes.
And thank you, Zeke. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
You wanna play us out?
Sure.
Perfect.
Pray for the pets. So see my pets are
He said,
very
Yes, he plays for the plants. There we go.
Oh man.
the pets are very
Let me see if y'all know this song.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You know any words?
no. I'm not doing that.
I'll take it.
You're not even saying
I
words.
don't know a single word. You know the rain down. Come on now.
So rain down on me. Let your love. We're gonna be not beat up because we don't know these words. Bye, everybody. We love you for watching. Come see Zeke.
Keep playing,
Come see Zeke.